G'day and welcome to this week's Vapor Chase. I'm only joking, I'm not really Australian. Okay, so just a little introduction. I'm Tom Cope, or Tommy Cope, whichever one you prefer, I don't care, it's all the same to me. So, hi. So I've set up this channel to share my experiences with vaping and how it helped me quit smoking, how it can possibly help you quit smoking, and along the way I'm going to be reviewing loads and loads of different things so that it helps you guys pick out the right devices for you. Because otherwise you will spend loads and loads of money. Right, so if you guys are searching around for the right device for you, you can end up spending quite a lot of money. So the purpose of these videos is I'm going to be trying to test out as many devices as I possibly can with all sorts of different setups so that you guys can watch what I'm doing and decide whether you think that's going to be the right one for you or not. End of the day though, you ain't going to spend nearly as much as you did when you were smoking. One more thing just before we carry on. I've had loads and loads of people coming up to me and saying, oh, the government is saying that these vaping devices are very unhealthy for you. Okay, so are cigarettes, right? I personally don't believe yet that they are unhealthy for you because there's only 4 chemicals in an e-juice, and one of them's water, okay, nicotine, vegetable glycerin, and propylene glycol. I don't believe that they are, you know, as unhealthy for you as cigarettes are. 4,000 chemicals! 4,000 chemicals in one cigarette, which all promote cancer cell growth. I'm not being funny, but you do the math. Sorry, I mean maths because I'm British. I'm not saying that it's not unhealthy, but I'm saying it's a healthier equivalent to smoking cigarettes.
Is it healthy to vape, no?
No, it's a healthy equivalent to smoking. Ah. Anyway, that's enough of all that for now. It's time to get down to the good stuff. And I don't mean to be pointing at my crotch. So, if you're anything like me, you will have purchased and started off with one of these. This is your starter kit pen style e-cig. Everything on this is pretty scratched because I was using it for about 1.5 years before I moved on to other things. So the tank is a Kangatech T3S, and I don't even know what the battery is anymore. Like I said, I've had it for so long. You know, as you can probably see, it's scratched to hell. I used this when I first started to not smoke anymore. It's a simple setup, okay? Mainly, you've just got your 2 parts, and just unscrew the battery from the atomizer. There's your battery. Like I said, it's scratched to hell, sorry, it's old. That's basically it, you know, it just screws onto the end of a charger. This device, which you will get in your starter pack, screw the battery onto the end here, and when you plug it into a socket, this little LED will glow red if the battery has no charge whatsoever, and then when it's fully charged it will go green. The power button, it will flash. I think it flashes about 3 times. I haven't used it in ages. But yeah, battery wise, that's as simple as it gets for charging. There is your atomizer. Simple atomizer. I haven't got anything good to say about it. That's only just because I'm used to more technical devices now, okay? If you're just getting into vaping, this is perfect for you. It'll show you the ropes basically of what's going on and what you have to do. Quite a simple setup. Okay, so that's your tank with all your fluid in. You can unscrew the top bit, which I've already done. Inside there you have your wick, you can just about see it. And inside the actual casing you'll have your coils, which obviously burn, and that heats up the wick, heats up the juice that's on the wick and turns into vapor, which is what you inhale. That's basically the setup. I know I just said, you know, I haven't really got anything good to say about these anymore because it's been a while since I last used one, but if you are just getting into it and you just want to get yourself off the fags, it was a great device for me personally. It didn't quite get me off the cigs fully, but it cut me down a hell of a lot. You know, and the one thing that I noticed when I started using this was the amount of money that I was saving. Okay, so once your juice is inside, again, very, very simple. You do 5 clicks, and that button will flash. That means it's turned on. Push the button and vape. I don't get very much vapor out of this anymore. It's old, you know, but like I said, it got me off the cigarettes to the point where I could see how much money I was saving. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it fire up. You might be able to, but If you're just trying to get yourself off the cigs or you're just trying to cut down on them, I really would suggest getting one of these devices. I found it great. I can't promise you that it will make you quit straight away. Can't promise you that it will make you cut down, but I can say that it will do one of the two. It just depends how determined you are to stop smoking. Once you've been vaping for a little bit more time, right, with this device, you're going to start to find the things that start to hack you off. Alright, it just happens. You will get to the point where you are just like, I can't do this anymore. I just want a cigarette. And that's when you'll start thinking, I need to buy a better e-cig. But at the same time, you'll be like, oh, I don't want to spend as much money as you have to spend when you buy a better e-cig. At the end of the day, it just boils down to how determined you are to quit. Now, for me, it just so happened that I met a lady, but she was a dental nurse. A dental nurse. I was a smoker. Well, no, I wasn't a full-time smoker. I was on this, but I was still having the cheeky fag every now and then. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm dating a dental nurse, and I'm having the odd fag every now and again. She's gonna think my teeth are just awful. So, I invested in a better e-cig. Because I really liked this girl, and I didn't want to stink like a stale ashtray every time I got a kiss.
And what's one of the pros of vaping? You can taste pretty much anything you want to.
And not a stale ashtray. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. This video really is specifically for people that are just about to get into vaping. If you're still on the cigs, please give it a chance. If you don't like it, then you don't like it, but it worked for me. I think it's great. The community is fantastic. Everybody's really helpful. Any information that you need, it's all over the internet, and the more people that can get into making these types of videos to help that person quit smoking, the better. That's how I've done it, and I really appreciate everything that I've learned. I've got to give a massive shout out to Rip Trippers. Check out his videos because they are awesome. He's the guy that inspired me to join in and do this kind of thing to help other people. So please check everything out that you possibly can. Get as much information. I'll have another video up for you next week. If you could hit subscribe down below, that's probably bad like marketing really, isn't it? If you could hit subscribe down below, again, not pointing at my crotch, I promise, but there is a button somewhere down there, so please hit subscribe, and if you fancy sharing it, I'd really appreciate it. I've got Instagram as well. I'll put a link down for my Instagram account in the description, along with all of the links to where I've purchased any devices that have been in my video today. Thank you so much guys, pass it along, and happy vaping.